coming and no big issues on the table, then I shall leave. Well, that didn't happen, so I got the calendar out and said, all right, 25 years. So my dear wife Nanette has been around here for about 50 years or so. She wrote the Folk School Cookbook, which I recommend to all of you who eat. If you don't eat, don't get it. But it's a lovely work, and it goes seasonal. Because a part of the thing was we were trying to make a point to people that we were not just a summer thing. It used to be a summer thing here. We wanted to make sure people knew we were here all the time, whenever you need it. Just come on down, and we'll be here. It made a lot of changes here. We suddenly had to insulate some buildings and get some heaters and stuff. Wow. But, you know, it's been great. We have a wonderful time around here. Sometimes we get a little weather, not much. It's pretty exciting. I was here at the blizzard of '93, and we had people all over the campus, and they were, most of them at that time came through Elder Hostel. So, you know, kids, they were old. So we had to take care of them. We went out and got everybody from all over the campus and brought them into here to the Keith house, sat in there in the living room with the fire going. And it was really kind of wonderful. We dried everybody's socks, got to know everybody's socks. And we had, right there in front of the fireplace, you know, in the living room, we pushed the chairs back and we had a square days. And I went, you know, I grew up here, up in Murphy. And I grew up knowing this, that people tell me about how they used to do a dance. They would do it in the house. And you know, if you got 8 people, so in a square, or 8 or 10 people in a little bitty circle, you can dance it pretty hard in a small space. And that, I had never actually seen it happen, but it was just wonderful. And we had a lot of fun, and Dr. Mitchell, Brian Mitchell, one of the best guys that ever lived, after 2 or 3 days of us being here without being able to go anywhere, he came over on snowshoes. He lived a couple miles down the road, and he recited for us Robert W. Service's classic poem, The Cremation of Sam McGee. I won't do it for you now, but look it up if you don't know it. It was all about the guy being frozen and coming back to life. And then after that, Dr. Mitchell said, now this is brass down kind of stuff. He said, oh, and by the way, I'm a physician, and if any of you have been here 3 or 4 days longer than you plan to be and your prescriptions have run out, I'll talk to you out in the community room after this. There's a man right there. Great guy. We also had, you know, we had the weather forecast said it was always going to be just a rip snorting snowstorm. Well, we had a 4-piece string band in residence here, and they came and said, God, maybe we ought to go. I said, oh, no, they never get that right. So we had not only square dance, we had a really kicking band. So first I'm going to sing a little song. Thought I was going to play the fiddle. I just got that out to see who's going to lead it. If you ever really want to know who loves you, just start playing the fiddle. So this is George Washington's favorite song, and he was a farmer, and one reason he liked this is because it was exaggerated, and so we know it was a favorite of his. Now, and I'm going to teach you the chorus to it, okay? It means nothing, so you don't have to say these words, just anything that takes that long and comes with a lot of gusto, right? Pretend you're about half-drunk farmer somewhere from Virginia or something like that. So, these folks are from Virginia, so. To my fall, diddle day. You got it? You write that down? As I went down to Darby, it was on market day. I saw the biggest ram boys that ever was fed on hay. To my fall, to my fall, little day. Now this old ram boy, he had 4 big feet, and where he placed them on the ground, each one measured a mile around. To my fall, to my fall, to my fall, to my fall, little day. Oh, that's a rugby, ain't it? Now the horns on this old ram was so very far apart. It'd take a crow a month and a half to fly from point to point. I'll fall, to my fall, little day. Now when they killed this ram, they stood knee deep in the blood. And the little boy holding the bowl was washed out in the flood. To my fall, to my fall, to my fall, to my fall, little day. Now the head on this old ram was as big as Noah's Ark. My dog run up his nostril and turned around and barked. To my fall, to my fall, to my fall, to my fall, little day. Oh, day. Now the man that owned this ram, he was independent rich. And the man that made this song up was a lying son of a gun. To my fall, to my fall, little day.
Yeah.
That can't be the, that's not the 8:15 bell. We don't know what that train is, sorry. I always used to tell people, when I was a kid, we had 6 Trailways buses that came into Murphy every day. We never knew where they went, but... Oh, yes, I did bring my banjo. Thank you very much. Warming it up.
Keeping it warm.
So, Frank Prophet made this banjo, and you can look him up. He's a great singer. Collector from his own community, you know. He knew his family's songs, and he went and learned everybody's. I was 14 years old. My daddy took me to a folk show in Asheville, and there was Pete Seeger was there. I didn't know who he was, but he's all right. Later we had some fun together, me and Pete. But on this occasion, I met Mr. Prophet. He was playing little cutie pie little banjo, you know. I wrote him a fan letter, the only one that I ever wrote. And I said, boy, I really like the banjos, and I'd like to buy one. And I'm going to get a job. Make the ultimate sacrifice at the age of 14. I'm going to work. And I said, I'm trying to learn these songs here from my neighbors and friends, my family, my grandma. He said, well, I get kids in here from L.A. and New York and France all the time. He said, most of these mountain boys, all they want to do is play that old rock and roll. I didn't reveal to him my secret life. But I had a big red electric. But he said, yeah, he said, I got one with a crack in it. There's a crack right there. And he said, I can't sell that to the kids from France. He says, I'll give it to you.
Wow.
And he said, you pay the freight. I paid $17 about, something like that. I had worked like a month left. But he sent it down in a box of shavings that had been cut off of a box of sawdust, a little banjo inside.
Wow.
So, yeah, and I've always wanted to learn to play it, but this guy right here. I guess you put that in tune, didn't you?
For a banjo.
Well, you know, it's the difference between a banjo and a chainsaw? You can tune a chainsaw. I'm as free a little bird as I can be. I'm as free a little bird as I can be. I'm as free a little bird as ever said a word. I'm as free a little bird as I can be. No one caring for me. There is no one caring for me. I will sit on this hillside and weep all day, where there's no one caring for me. I'll never build my nest on the ground. I'll never build my nest on the ground. I will build it up high in the old willow tree, where the bad boys can't throw rocks at me. I'm as free a little bird as I can be. I'm as free a little bird as I can be. I'm as free a little bird as ever said a word. I'm as free a little bird as I can be.
Yay!
So, we had a lovely fiddle player around here named Ross Brown. He's gone on now. But Ross, I think he was probably from Hiawassee, Georgia, somewhere around here. And he was a funny guy. He introduced his band. They're about to play something. He said, "Boys, they love this one over in Hiawassee. They give us a brand new brick house for playing this. Just a brick at a time." Yeah, Ross was left-handed as he could be. Anybody here left-handed? Raise the other hand. Nobody. Ooh, this is a demographically unusual situation. So yeah, he was just a wonderful, sweet fiddler, and he would sometimes come to the Murphy Flea Market, which was on Tuesdays, and that was just a great scene, you know. And I always thought, I'm going to get me a mirror. I'm going to go down there and look in that mirror and see what he's doing. I never did it, but I saw a lot about that. Mm-hmm. Jimi Hendrix would get the mirror on you, buddy. Paul McCartney. Mm-hmm. I mean, all right, so. That's called Sweet and Reed, and that's one of Ross's songs. I had a great adventure when I was in the throes of being a college graduate and wondering what to do about it. I was in Chapel Hill. I went to the University of Doggone, North Carolina. Go Heels. I have to say that, although the only athletic contest that I ever attended, I was hired to go and play the guitar. And it was in Maryland, at the College Park, Maryland. Yeah. And so we all we went in the bus. We had a whole clogging team. We got hired. And I happen to know a young fellow named Charlie Huntley. He lives in New York now. And Charlie was a shooter for whatever that sports network was that started, covering every game of the Southeast Conference and or whatever it is. And I said, Charlie, we're going to go to Maryland. He said, well, I am too. I'm shooting it for the ESPN. And I said, okay, Charlie, now, you know my mama's at home and all my friends and all that stuff. And so, see that right there? You just make sure it gets on TV. And we just joking around about it. When he got back, and everybody said, well, did you like the game? I said, yeah, it was all right. Yeah. I said, well, we would have liked to seen it, but we didn't see nothing but you. So, you got to work this kind of stuff when you're in showbiz. So, I went to New York with this bunch of people. We had a play that we were doing about Jesse James called Diamond Studs. And it's kind of thing where we all liked old-time music. It was my band and the Red Clay Ramblers. Some of you probably know them. They actually got paid for time. But we went to New York and we was being stars up there. Okay. Jesse James, Jim Wan wrote most of the play, and Blaine Simpson wrote music with him, and we all contributed to this and that. And so for a couple of years there, everything that we did was about Jesse James. And, I've always admired the fact that the main author didn't take too much time to worry about the exact facts of Jesse James' story, because it was about the legend, It's like, what do we know? Well, for one thing, Jesse James, about the year that he was killed, and I believe Brad Pitt kind of scene, if you can picture that. That was about the year Pancho Villa was born. So, in our story, when Jesse had some money to launder, he went to Mexico. And he walks in, you can tell it's Mexico because all these people are sitting around like this, got these big old hats. We learned that from south of the border. So Jesse walks out to launder his money and he says, I'm looking for Pancho Villa. Anybody know where Pancho Villa is at? And one of the Mexicans goes, we don't know him. He said, all right. If you see him anywhere, tell him Jesse James is looking for him. They all go, Hassy Hams! we did the best we could. Anyway, one of the songs that we did, and this is by Leadbelly, and one of the absolutely great people ever, and he wrote to Appalachians all over if they got any records, When I was a cowboy out on the Western Plains, when I was a cowboy out on the Western Plains, I made $500,000 getting the pulling on the driving rein. Cow, cow, yippee, and a cow, your part right there. Cow, 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 yippee, cow, cow, yippee, yippee, yay. We'll do it one more time. Cow, 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 yippee, cow, cow, yippee, yay. All right, all right. Oh, the hardest battle was ever on the Bunker's Hill. Oh, the hardest battle ever on the Bunker's Hill. When me and a bunch of cowboys running to Buffalo Bill. Cow, cow, yippee, and a cow, cow, yippee, yippee, yay. Woo-hoo, you can yodel it. Cow, cow, yippee, and a cow, cow, yippee, yippee, yay. Oh, the hardest battle was ever on the Western Plains. Oh, the hardest battle was ever on the Western Plains. Me and a bunch of cowboys running to Jesse Jane. Cow, 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 yippee, and a cow, cow, yippee, yippee, yay. Cow, cow, yippee, and a cow, cow, yippee, yippee, yay. When me and a bunch of cowboys running to Jesse Jane, bullets was falling just like a shower of rain. Cow, cow, yippee, and a cow, cow, yippee, yippee, yay. Cow, cow, yippee, and a cow, cow, yippee, yippee, yay. If your house catches on fire and there ain't no water around, house catch on fire and ain't no water around. So we jelly out the window, let the darn old shack burn down. Cow, 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 yippee, and a cow, cow, yippee, yippee, yay. Cow, 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 yippee, and a cow, cow, yippee, yippee, yay. And I was a cowboy out on the western range. When I was a cowboy out on the western plains, I made a happy million just pulling on the driving rein. Cow, cow, yippee, cow, cow, yippee, yippee, yay. Last time, baby. Well, cow, cow, yippee, and cow, cow, yippee, yippee, yay. We're accommodating the media here. We're on TV, you know. We're on TV. Yeah. So thank you very much for your participation and saying thank you. I love trying to play this. I think it's a Campbell. And yeah. Whenever she'd go out shopping, she bought everything she'd see. And what she couldn't carry, and it sent home COD. One day, 6 big delivery wagons backed up to Bill's door. They asked him to accept the goods while they were back for more. They didn't take Bill very long to grab his hat and coat. And when his gal turned again, she found a little note. It said, "My name is Morningsong, J.B. There ain't no bank on Wall Street that belongs to you. You may have no very long, but you'll got my little from my name, but it ain't J.B." How we doing? Do we get to do some more? Another one, I could do another. Well, I was going to see if there's anybody needed to ask anything or wanted to talk about anything in particular. Hey. That's all.
We're here for the music.
Oh, well, thank you for thinking it was. One lives. So, I will tell you a little, one of the things that I learned about old time life in the mountains. My daddy used to go with his daddy and some of them. They'd go down the Tellico River toward Tennessee. And they'd be gone, no girls, just a bunch of guys out there, and they didn't take much with them. The only thing they really took was 2 sacks. Just 2. And then one of the sacks was moonshine, white liquor, snake bite medicine. That was in 1 sack.
Okay, what was the other side?
I'm sorry, what?
What was in the other sack?
Snakes. Good work. Thank you. I'm proud of you. Let's see here. I have a list here, but oh yeah. So this one, I actually learned this from James Taylor, and James, you know, was from Campbell. And while I was a student there, I went to college there. 6, 8 years, I don't know. Anyway, I was around there. When I first started, it was like the first freshman or sophomore year, something like that. I was playing at the very well-known, fabulous Westland Foundation Coffee House. Methodists, they wouldn't give you much to eat, but they always had a little something, and they were nice, and So I was playing down at this coffee house, and when it was over, this fellow came up and he said, "That was pretty fun." Well, thank you. He said, you need to meet my brother. I said, "Well, okay." He said, "He's a talent scout for the Beatles, for Apple Records." I'd never heard of Apple Records. I didn't think anybody else had it. He said, "He's a talent scout." I said, "Yeah." He said, "I'll come get you." So he came over and came where I was staying and took me out to the suburbs. There was this big, modern, beautiful house. And we went in the kind of the first part you'd come to. He opened the door. There was this tall fellow sitting up in the bed, guitar. A couple of girls sitting around. He said, "Well, howdy." He said, "I'm James." I said, "Hey, I'm waterbed, the only one I've ever. So it was not, you know, I wasn't exactly used to crawl up the waterbed and play, but I did, and we played for a couple hours, just had a wonderful time. I saw a baby that I think was actually the sweet baby Dane, he's out there. And he was very nice to me, and we ran into each other a few times later. But my favorite of the James Taylor songs was actually written by Carly Simon.